Video. Hey, beautiful people. Angela Renee, the creative doula. How are you? It's another beautiful day. It's a happy Friday for me. I am so grateful to be able to share what the Most High places on my heart with you. I really am enjoying what we started yesterday, which was that whole relationship between the mind and the soul. And so if you missed that, go back and get yesterday's video from TikTok. I do need to put up everything on on YouTube. I will do that because I'm doing this for every day of this month. I'm going to come to you with what the Most High has placed on my heart. So he wanted me to make sure I talk about the relationship between the soul and the mind. I think this is where a lot of us miss. We don't understand what the mind is and what the soul is. And while we have all this talk going on about social emotional learning and putting that in the schools, people are not really understanding the essence of who they are and themselves as a person. So just understand that your soul has this, the mind and the soul have to work together effectively for you to live and live in purpose and to be happy, right? So we talked about the mind yesterday. The mind being our thoughts, emotions, and I don't think I mentioned logic yesterday, so I want to make sure that I highlight that. The mind is also that we get caught like in overthinking a lot of times. So that logic part of it, yeah, we want to have wisdom. We want to, yes, we are in this world, but we're not of the world, which I love that. We are in this world, but we're not of it. We are here because of our soul. We are a physical being having an experience in this, we are a soul, a spiritual being having an experience in this body. And so we get it twisted because we think that it's all about the things that we see outwardly, but it's really about us inwardly. And if we get to understand that and really get it, what it means to be here, right? That it is about our purpose. It is about our relationship with the Most High, our Creator, Father, and it is about us understanding ourselves as a creator. We are creators because we were created in the image of the Most High to be creators. So you should be creating and shaping the life you want. That's important, but I don't think people really get that because they don't understand the power of themselves. So we don't understand the power of us, right? If Angela didn't understand the power of Angela, she wouldn't be here right now even speaking with you because I would be focused on other things and it wouldn't be about another person at all, okay? At all, But because I understand who I am and the power of me and the purpose of me, I do understand that I can't just keep this wisdom and what the Most High has given me to myself. I have to share it. So let's talk about that. So mind is your thoughts, emotions, and your intellect, right? Your logic, your mind. That's important. I missed that, I think, in the video yesterday, looking over it. I was at the beach and I was having a great time, but I want to make sure I'm clear with you guys. So that's the mind, right? And then our soul, I did talk about this, I think, rather thoroughly, is our essence, our truth, our connection to the divine, our purpose. I make sure I wrote my little notes down, make sure I don't forget this time. And so that is it. Now let's really focus on our relationship with our soul to the mind to the soul, right? And remember, I said the soul needs to lead. If you're not living on purpose, right? Understanding, and even if you don't know your purpose, you understand that this is a journey and you're on your journey to find your purpose. So don't let that trip you up either, right? So don't let that trip you up at all, because I know people get stuck there. I'm working with a new client and that's one of his big things. And I just want everybody to know that if you don't know your purpose, don't worry. You probably already are somewhat living in it, but don't understand that you are, right? But that can be found. And that's part of the work I do as a creative doula, help you to give birth to yourself, right? And also books and scripts, but that's just what I'm here to do. So don't worry. Don't let that be like, oh, but I don't know my purpose. No, you have a heart, you have a mind, and you know what you feel, you know what's important to you. That's enough. And when you understand how that's all wrapped in your purpose, then you can say you know your purpose. You'll feel a little bit better, but you're still living on purpose right now, right? If you're connected to your heart and your mind, don't worry about it. All right, so let's get to this relationship with mind and soul. The way I kind of look at it is the soul has the big picture and the mind wants to run the moments. But the soul needs to be bigger so that the mind doesn't try to take control. And the only way you do that is to make sure the mind and the soul are connected and are working together. And like I said yesterday, the only way I found to make that effective is my relationship with the Most High. So I know that I have a creator. He created me. So he knows me best, right? So if I can stick and stay connected to the creator, then I'm going to make sure my thoughts, my mind is aligned, and my soul will be running things up in here. All right? Because you guys all know our mind can take us places. Like I said yesterday, that stinking thinking it's real. Our mind can take us places we do not need to go. And it's false. It's false. I can hear people keep talking about false news and fake news and all that, right? Because it's really fake. And a lot of us are sitting here and we know it's fake. But there are people that believe it. They believe it. And you can't tell them any different. I know. I got one in my family. And you can't tell that person any different because this is what they believe. It's what they believe. And belief is everything. Because belief leads to knowing. So you have to manage what you're believing in. You have to manage it. And the only way I've been able to manage that consistently is my relationship with the Most High. Because I know beyond a shadow of doubt that that's where the truth is coming from. So I don't even play games with Angela. You know? I'm not believing in anything that's not aligned with the Most High. Sorry, don't do it. I'm not playing. Because he knows me best. And he created me in love. Remember that. Love is the highest vibration. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about energy, but not too much because I am going to do one on energy because people say, well, we're energy. But what does that mean, right? And we'll explore that more another time. But I do want you to understand that your mind shapes the energy you bring. And I always tell people you're responsible for the energy you bring in this place. So don't try to blame your behavior, your actions, the way you're thinking on anybody else. You control this. Get this in check and you'll be all right. But if you're just letting your thoughts just do anything and everything that comes into your mind, whether it's from television, whether it's from your own thoughts, whether it's from people, whether it's social media, you're believing, there's a problem there, folks. All right. I don't know. I don't want to go too much longer, so we're gonna really get into that. But understand your mind. Your mind is really kind of like controlling the moments. But if you let your mind control moments, like let's say you're dealing with anger, and one moment builds to another moment, another moment, another moment, another moment, and it's taking over. Now you're shaping your thoughts. You're shaping your feelings. You're shaping your emotions. And those things are real. Thoughts are things, right? So you have to be in control. So when your mind starts to go down this path, you got to stop it. You got to stop it. You got to hit the reset button. That reset button is extremely important. Be like, okay, wait, I'm tripping. There's some stinking thinking going on. That's not true. And you get back to the peace and the love and the joy, right? You focus on that which makes you happy, you know, and you give that some time and some energy. It's called gratitude, right? Gratitude. Like, you woke me up, God, today. And I'm grateful because a lot of people didn't wake up, but I did, you know, and just get into the moment of gratitude and hold on to that. Hold on to it for like 20, 30 minutes, that feeling. And let that take over. And let that crush the negative stinking thinking, right? And then once you learn and you practice that, and you learn to tap into that feeling, right? And not let go of it, like hold it in your heart space, right? Because it's not a physical, like holding it in my heart. It's the heart space, a space in my heart, the truth, the love, the light. Hold it in that spot. for 20, 30 minutes, that's powerful, because then you're beginning to change your mindset. You're shaping your thinking in a different way. But anyway, that needs to happen. Your mind needs to get in alignment with your soul, and then your soul needs to lead. It needs to lead. So if I run into a situation that's negative, somebody does something crazy, I don't get caught up in their crazy. I stay focused on my truth and my love and my light, right? And so I'm able to graciously move through them crazy moments. You wonder how people do that, right? You wonder how that happens. That's how that happens. That's how that happens, is they are understanding the power of themselves, right? So anyways, I could go on and on and on. As you guys can see, this is a longer video. I just wanted to make sure that I touched on my notes. Yes, I did, right? But just remember, we want to live with intention, make sure that we're loving more fully, and that we have this balance and joy. The experience of our life should be that. It should be balanced. It should be joy. It should be loving, unconditionally, loving intentionally, right? And making sure that we are living with intention. So I think that's it for today. We've talked about a lot, and I don't know if I'm going to continue with the soul and the mind anymore, but this relationship is extremely important. Make sure you delve deep, study and understand the relationship between the soul and the mind, and understand that you're in control. You're in control, but you have to put your mind in check 24/7. That mind has to stay in check so that you are living with intention fully, right? In love, balance, joy, love, light, truth. You got this. Bet on you in this season. Peace and blessings, love and light.